Yo guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we are here with the week 15, no, not week 15, pardon me, week 14 preview between the Miami Dolphins and New York Jets. With that being said, let's get this underway. Tua heading to New York, looking to keep the Dolphins' late season surge going this season with a bit of perfection on the line. Um, Tua is 6-0 against the Jets as a starter, including the Dolphins' 27-21 victory in Miami in Week 4. He's 7-0 overall in games which he has played against New York, including his NFL debut in 2020 when he replaced starter Ryan Fitzpatrick late in a win over the Jets. But another opponent has been proven to be tougher for Tua, the weather, and it's going to be a little cold this week. It's 46 degrees this week when they take on the Jets at MetLife Stadium. He'll try to improve on an 0-7 career mark when the temperature at kickoff is 46 degrees or colder. The forecast calls for a high of 41, however, so the Dolphins offense and Tua will need to warm up early. First, it's going to be cold, and you have to be prepared for that. Whether you're used to it or not, you have got to be ready for whatever the case is, whether it's raining, snowing, sleeting, hot, cold. You got to go out there and you got to do your job. And Tua has actually 2 late November victories on the road against the Jets in his career, but the temperatures were 54 degrees and 48, which is not much different, which being given he's gotten it done in pretty cold weather before against the Jets, there's no excuse in this matchup right here. Things have changed ever since the first time the then struggling teams squared off in Week 4. The Dolphins are 3-0 since firing Chris Greer on October 31st. They're 4-1 in the last 5 games after opening the season 1-6. It is the worst start Miami had under Mike McDaniel. Meanwhile, the Jets opened 0-7 under first-year Aaron Glenn, but have won 3 of their last 5 to add a sense of optimism to what will be the 15th straight year without the playoffs if New York loses on Sunday, and probably that is the case for them to miss the playoffs. The decline in Miami's efficiency in the passing game is really due to Tagovailoa's struggles, as he went 12 of 23 for 157 yards against New Orleans last week and has the worst passer rating, 85.9 of his career. He missed several targets in this ball game and threw an interception on a ball that, he floated into double coverage, which he noted was a poor decision. Tua has pointed to his footwork and lack of conviction in his throws as issues that definitely need to be improved. The Jets, funny enough, have no interceptions this season, as it is an NFL record for the team through its first 12 games. Honestly, I would not be surprised if that happened to change on Sunday, because Tua has thrown an interception in almost every single game this season. In fact checking that, as we look at the numbers for Tua, he has thrown an interception in every single game except 3 of them. So it's definitely possible that it could happen this week. I'm kind of actually predicting it to be the case. It is a statistical oddity that has become a frequent topic among the players and coaches, I'm sure, in defensive meetings. I mean, that is really puzzling, if I'm being honest with you. The fewest for an entire season is 2 by San Francisco in 16 games in 2018. The team's most recent interception was by Ashton Davis, who had 2 in last season's finale against Miami. Davis is now on the Dolphins. But quite coincidentally enough, the last time it happened, it was against Miami. So quite a coincidence, if you ask me. Jordan Brooks is having one of the best defensive seasons in Dolphins history, has 137 total tackles, two more than Washington Commanders' Bobby Wagner, and is one of the two players in the league with at least 100 tackles, multiple sacks, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. This guy is an absolute stud. He's 280 tackles since joining Miami last season, the second most by a player in his first two seasons with the team since 1994 when solo tackles began to be recorded. Only Zach Thomas has recorded more. Um, when Tyrod Taylor replaced Fields as the quarterback, it was assumed that New York's offense would miss Fields' ability to make plays with his legs, but Taylor did pretty decent against Atlanta. So you have to take this game seriously. Definitely don't doubt him, as he has had success against Miami in the past when he was in Buffalo. Um, he even ran for 44 yards and a touchdown, 8 carries against Atlanta. So just because Fields is not playing this game, it does not mean that this is a walk in the park for them. This is going to be a tough game for the Dolphins if they don't take this seriously. And the temperature is not going to be very warm, so you really gotta like get through it. You gotta learn how to deal with it, and it is what it is. You literally, you can win this game. This game's a very winnable game, but it's the mental errors that could lose you this game. And being completely honest with you guys here, as long as they avoid the mental errors that happened in last game against the Saints and can just get it back rolling again, they are gonna win this game. So do I think? I don't think this is gonna be a blowout. I think this is gonna be a very close game, divisional matchup. I do not take the Jets lightly, regardless of what their record is. They have given us a hard time these last couple of years. We did lose last year in New York, but the Dolphins look to bounce back from that. So I think this is going to be a close game, but I think the Dolphins defense will hold on in this one, and they do just enough on offense to win this game 24-20. So that being said, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.